So day 6. Today I wanted to talk about the difference between motion and action. So what I mean by that is most people, when they want to do something, when they want to start something new, if it's starting a business, going to the gym, starting to eat healthy, they start and they stay in the research phase. So they start looking at YouTube videos, they start doing all this research, trying to become an expert on something without even starting it. For the gym, they try and learn all the workouts maybe before even stepping foot in the gym. Or for business, say they're trying to do drop shipping and they watch 2 hours, 3 hours of drop shipping content and they think they're an expert and they haven't even started, they haven't even created an account and seen how it actually works. So today I wanted to just explain the value of just starting, just using the skills that you currently have and just making it work. So for example, for my business, AIO Boosting, I had decent website experience, I had sort of an understanding of how things work, but I didn't really know in practice. So I went on to Upwork, which is a freelancing website, and I started looking for a designer. So I did a bit of research first, looked at other websites, see what sort of design could I do, and maybe take some ideas from there. And then I found a Canva. I found Canva and used free trial on that and tried to design a bit myself so I could give the designer an idea of what I wanted. And I found a designer. The first designer, he sucked. Spent a month with him, had to give so much feedback, and the end product, he was just taking exactly what I said literally and just trying to turn it into a design. And I didn't really know what I was talking about. And then I took more meetings. You just have to keep speaking to people, try and get a feel for them. And then I came with my second designer, and he took the current design and he said, okay, I'm gonna put loads of things, loads of comments on it and tell you what's wrong with it so you can have an understanding of this should be more modern, blah, blah, blah. So then I found him and then I said, oh, could you just do a landing page for me for free? Or just half a landing page. He did some of the landing page. I was like, damn, that design is cool. So then I went with him and started that process. And in that process, I started learning about tools like Figma, which is the design software they used. I started being able to comment on his design, provide feedback, also start changing things myself. I started learning Figma. I would save him time. I was give me edit access, and then I started editing the text and started moving things around, and I just started learning Figma automatically from just providing feedback. And then, my design was done, moved on to the development. I had to find a developer, but I didn't really know much about programming. So I learned a little bit base, understanding of maybe how it should be built. Did a bunch of research, went into a few meetings, took knowledge out of those meetings, what we talk about, took the recommendation programming stacks out of those meetings and be okay, maybe I should use this, maybe I should use this. And I use those in that skill in future meetings to be are you guys going to use this? So by actually being in these meetings, speaking to people who are going to actually do my job, had a huge impact in the progress and the speed that I made towards designing this site and developing this site. So that was my initial exposure to just starting something, doing it, learning, and just stop procrastinating. I think that the biggest takeaway out of that quick message is that if you want to start something, just start. Just start finding someone to help you with the job. Start, if even if it's something as simple as the gym, can you research what you should be doing, all of this stuff, all of these different gyms, just start. And then when you start, you have to just keep at it. Stay consistent. And that's the other thing that goes alongside it. You can't give up. You have to remember that it's not going to be overnight. Maybe some people can make it work where they make money really fast, but it's not going to be overnight. So basically, that's one of the key things that you should be doing if you want to put yourself in a position where you can, quit your job and maybe give yourself the access to somewhere like Thailand where you're going to have a lot more time. So have an idea, start the idea in the 2 hours that you have after work, start building it out, start figuring things out, start learning new skills. Alongside that, employ good financial habits. That's the key thing, because the reality is you can come start this journey. If you really want, you can come start this journey with $7,000 US would get you 6 months plus in Thailand with good spending habits. And by good spending habits, I'm just talking about if you go to the supermarket, have a list. Make sure you only buy what's on the list. If you go out to eat, maybe choose the cheaper option. Don't indulge in starters, desserts, all of the stuff that you don't need. If you have subscriptions, cancel them. If you can't afford to buy something up front, like a new MacBook, don't use Afterpay. Just don't buy it. Just use what you currently have, or buy like a cheaper option that you can afford. And then you can stack these good saving habits, increase your saving rate every month, and build up some income, build up some skills along the way, and then you can make the move. And that's exactly what I did. So today I was trying to figure out what skill I wanted to learn and what skill I wanted to master to make it so I can be successful here and continue living here, and basically mean that I'm fully self-sufficient with an online income, because currently AIO Boosting is not covering all of my expenses. It's also something that I've realized maybe isn't the best path for me. So today I figured out I'm going to start doing front-end website development, using my previous skills, using the knowledge I've learned over the last year, and implementing the extremely fast pace of how AI is built, integrating with development directly. And I want to try and be learning at a perfect time, and using my skills of speaking and being in a meeting, and using these skills combined with the amount of time that I have to learn something like programming to potentially create something. So from now on, this is going to be the skill that I'm focused on. So I'm going to be speaking about it more, speaking about what I've learned in future videos, and also speaking about just general good self-development habits to have, to-do lists, fitness, good finance, and all of the things that give you the ability to live a lifestyle like this. And trust me, it's really worth it if you can get yourself in a position like this. It changes everything. The stress levels, it changes so much, and I couldn't recommend it more. And I'm only at the starting stages. I'm not even making much income at the moment, and it's already good. So thanks for watching. Tomorrow will be a new video every day, and see you tomorrow.